I forgot to smile for my thumbnail. I hate when that happens. I'm trying to see if I can't sync up my laptop with the phone to get better quality picture. Stand by. I don't think this is going to work. Where does it show? I'm already... Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to see if I can't figure this out. I don't think I can. This isn't working how I thought it would. No. Well, the camera quality is better, Lucas, because I switched to the phone. But I'm trying to see. I don't know how to do it on both. I'm really bad at this. I'm really bad at like tech. I could do software. I'm pretty decent at software, but I'm terrible at hardware. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Yes, this is working, but it's not. I want to be able to read the comments on my laptop. Let me try it this way. Oh, that's interesting. Lucas, that is interesting. Can I do that? I don't know if I'm smart enough for this. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Good heavens. What a terrible live stream this is so far. Well, I'll put this out there right now. What we're talking about is that nothing happened. There was nothing from the state of California, nothing from Governor Newsom. They mentioned that there might be, news, guidance for theme parks. We're talking with the state, we're talking with theme parks, and we're working that out, and blah, 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 blah. That didn't happen. They have nothing. I don't know what they're doing. No, not that one. Let me try this one. No, that didn't work. I'm gonna try one more. Yeah, talk about horses on Main Street. Well, while I figure this out. Yeah, maybe on Tuesday, which just seems like forever from now. Preparations are being, they've been making you guys, they're prepared. They've been preparing. Disney is getting ready. It's just like, it's the same conversation as, the one we have about when they tell us that they're canceling reservations or they're accepting reservations at a certain date for resorts. These things are being done independent of what the state of California is doing. Disney can do anything they want in terms of preparing to reopen. That doesn't mean they're gonna. They've been preparing. Here, maybe. Is this it? Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. Damn. So them getting ready at DCA and seeing cast members there and testing the little, testing passes and tickets that just goes with territory. They have to be ready. It's not like they're going to wait for the state of California to say, go ahead, to get ready. They want to be ready when They want to be ready to go when the announcement is made. Well, this just sucks. Okay, one more try. And then I'll go to here. $9.99. Wait, tickets for Legoland Sea Life are $9.99 and reservations are required. How are they opening and Disneyland still on hold? Because it's outdoors. They're on the zoo exception, where they're allowed to be open as long as you don't do anything indoors. Okay. Now I'm getting closer. There it is. Now I hope it doesn't weird you out when I look at my screen here. Shush. Sea Life, no. Okay, so Kristen Kavian says Sea Life is indoors, isn't it? Well, yeah, but not the things that you can do at SeaWorld. There are lots of outdoor events at SeaWorld. Now it's weird, there's a delay. Now I'm going to look at this thing and look at you guys. How's that? Or I could go like this. Is that better? I think that's better. The rides that are technically indoors, you can't go on. Oh, Sea Life is indoors in Legoland? No, that is a brain teaser. I thought we were just talking about SeaWorld in general. Yeah, well, see, the thing is that it works for Spencer. He does exactly what I'm doing now, except you've got also Katie looking at the camera, right? So Spencer's doing his thing over here, and he can go like, "Hey, Katie, here's the thing." But it's difficult when it's just one person. I'm not giving you my full attention. Okay, so let's talk about before anything else. I want to talk about that the thing that went around earlier today about cast members being called back. That the senior cast members were called back. There was a notice sent out to everybody. Did you guys see about this? Did you hear about this? Did it show up in your Instagram or Twitter feeds? Or I don't know if anybody did an article on this or not. That's old. I thought for a second that it was real. I got DM'd a few times on that, and it turns out that was from July. So that would have been great news. If they were calling back cast members, that means they've got good news from the state, and they've got a date or something close to it. But it was old news. It was the notice sent in July to cast members. So if you are here to talk about that, I'm sorry to disappoint you. That is not a thing. That we still have no news, and that's why I kind of titled it the way I did, because we were also supposed to hear from the state of California. We were supposed to hear from the state of California about guidance for theme parks, not just Disneyland, but all the other theme parks, and that didn't happen. So the secret meetings, I don't know, man. It's just so annoying. Whole new live stream. Well, this is a whole new live stream today. So we're not going to talk about horses at all. Are you going to do a review or commentary on the new Mulan live action? Okay, well, we can talk about that because that happened today. Disney Plus launched Mulan today. And, I'm still hearing people complain that they're selling it for $30, that there's an additional charge for $30. And people who should know better, people who have, the ability to comprehend what that means. If it were in the movie theaters right now, it wouldn't be on Disney Plus at all. Okay? If it were in theaters, it wouldn't be on Disney Plus. It would be in theaters. And then when they were done with the theater run, they would let it go on Disney Plus. So you're not paying extra for Disney Plus for a thing that would have been free. Think of it as like paying a movie theater ticket. You get to see it before everybody else. Then in December, early December, before the holidays, you get it for free. That's how it works. They put it in theaters. They don't put it on. They don't put first-run movies on Disney Plus. That was never the plan. It was never the plan to put first-run movies first on Disney Plus. That was never part of your agreement. That was never part of the bargain. That was never anything. They're only doing this now because in this case because they didn't get to put it in theaters because the theaters aren't open. So I saw somebody on Twitter today, I can't remember who it was, somebody who's got some weight in this community complaining about it. And I'm just like, dude, I can't remember who it was. I'm like, dude, get a grip. It's not supposed to be on Disney Plus today. If you want it for free, wait till December. Now we could talk about, let's talk about the magic on Mulan. I'm not a big fan of magic or dependence on magic in movies unless the movie is about magic. I don't like it in Fast and Furious. They get a little too magical in Fast and Furious. There was another series that I can't remember what it was, but apparently Mulan can fly. I think. Am I saying that right? Can Mulan fly? I saw a clip of her flying like a bird. Were my eyes deceiving me? Marty Snyder says, yeah. Yeah, Mulan can fly. Mulan can also run on the side of walls, and well, that kind of thing is pretty typical in I don't know what genre you call that. What genre do you call those films? Like Crouching Tiger, Hong Kong cinema, yeah. It's kind of like that. But somebody made a fairly interesting point. Then why not put Mushu in there? Why not? Yeah, wire fu. 48%, Lucas, really? Wow. Oh, is that right? RFLP says the CCP said no. Is that true? How does that work? The idea was to put Mulan back in China and divorce it from Western culture. Well, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. If that's the direction they're going, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Mulan is definitely a Western view of that story. They definitely they put Eddie Murphy in it and a talking dragon. So on the one hand, thank you very much to Jorge Miguel for the $20 sticker. That's very kind of you. Now that you put it that way, I'm going to shake my fist at the at the original Mulan that Disney put out. How dare you? This is the way it should be. Oh my God, I cannot believe I just flipped completely on this. Yeah, they sure did put an American spin on that. A talking sidekick, comedic relief dragon voiced by Eddie Murphy is about the most American thing you can do to a piece of Chinese history. So it's funny because there's, people are mad at Disney for not putting Mushu in there, but on the other hand, they're also mad that that they bastardize stuff, or they appropriate other cultures culture. They don't treat it with respect, and they whitewash things. And it's funny how impossible it is to please us. It is impossible to please the American. Well, I don't know if it's just Americans or not. Yes, it was an American movie. Yes, but I guess I don't think we should be seeing it through. It should be what it is. It's Chinese. It's a Chinese story. This is Chinese history, Chinese characters. I'm fine with that. I was okay with Mulan to begin with, but now having kind of looked at it from the other side, I'm glad that they did this. I think now I have to go see the movie, but I'm going to wait till December. I understand it was for American kids, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to second guess their decision to do that. I'm not trying to judge their decision to do that. I'm trying to say, look at it from this perspective. They are trying to pay respect to the cultural source of this story, especially if it's going to be live action. So, and I also am saying this from the perspective that you can't be mad at Disney for not paying, because they do this. They talk about, Hollywood in general, whitewashing stories, or, Americanizing stories, or culturally appropriating other cultures' history, and then complain and say, "Where's my Mushu?" That kind of thing. I know that's where I get a little, let's try to see things from both sides. I wondered, did Hong Kong sign up? Did China sign off on this? Like, give it their thumbs up? Is that a thing that they do? I wonder. Ryan Bush says, why do you think it will take Disneyland until 2023 to complete Mickey and Minnie's Runaway? Because they're not working on it full time. One of the executives, when the lockdown first happened, he said that they're going to be doing these projects. They're going to continue a bunch of projects, but they're going to be done in phases, meaning they're going to be working, and then they're going to not be working, and then they're going to be working. And I think that's so that they can streamline their construction crews and move them from project to project, rather than having all these projects going on at once. Disney 24/7 says, I think they just got to move away from live action remakes unless they are new stories like Maleficent and Alice in Wonderland. Well, this all started with Maleficent, which is interesting. And I would say that Maleficent is kind of a new story. They kind of retold it, but with the same, or with a little bit of a twist. Alice in Wonderland, the first one was pretty good. The second one was garbage. So I'm not sure if we can say that that's better. But I do think that Disney would be, I would be happier if they made original content. I would be happier with that. But I understand why they do it. They do it because we're fish. we're lemmings. And it's super easy for us to consume a live action remake of a Disney classic because we already know what we're going to get. And it's like the idea of wanting to have rides at Disneyland based on films that we already know, because we don't know it, we don't understand it, it'll take us a while to accept it, we might not accept it, and Disney doesn't like to take risks. They like sure things, and sure things are right now, sure things are live action remakes and Star Wars and Marvel. Those are sure things. Would this lead Disney to do an accurate Pocahontas live action? What even is that? What even is that? Because I feel like the story of Pocahontas was told through a white man's eyes. I question how legit that story would be, no matter how you tell it. What even is the real story with Pocahontas? We have no idea. I'm not a fan of the animated film myself. That was not my favorite Disney movie. Star Wars is still a sure thing, whether you like the films or not. They make money, definitely. Happiest vegan on earth says, I feel like anything with Pocahontas would be minefield today. Yeah, they don't want to go down that road, you guys. I don't really think they want to go down that road. Not in today's climate, where again, cultures, races, oppression, that kind of thing is the centerpiece of the story. You can't tell that story today, I don't think. Still no word, no, on Disneyland opening. We were hoping to get word today from the governor, but that didn't happen. Song of the South too. Uncle Remus's Revenge. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see, where are we at? Disney fan 4868. Hello, just wanted to say I've been a viewer for a long time and I finally got a chance to visit Disneyland before the pandemic. Thank you for inspiring me to branch out beyond what... You're welcome. Dude, Disneyland is a beautiful place, Disney fan. And anybody who wants to put Disney fan in their handle needs to go to Disneyland. Disneyland is the original magic. That's where all the magic starts. The whole company. I mean, everything kind of emanates from Disneyland. Disneyland is special. I'm glad you got to do that finally. Barry Gaffner says Disneyland equals magic, Disney World equals synthetic magic. Well, look, Disneyland has some synthetic to it also. We have a little bit of that, and Disney World has some really, really magic. There's some things about Disney World that I absolutely admire or wish we had at Disneyland. I want to see, what is that? I want to see an Adventures of Dave and Liz live action movie. I'll give you Mushu and Carpet. I'll give you Mushu and Carpet in the live action Dave and Liz action movie. And we'll sing. Oh, the shirt. Okay. It's my Big Trouble in Little China shirt. It's just the attraction poster for Big Trouble in Little China, which is one of my top 10 favorite movies. So Deanna Barnhart says, Disneyland going to Texas, question mark. Somebody posted this on Twitter because somebody else posted an article or something or some sort of story that Disney was going to abandon the California theme parks and move to Texas. And that I cannot think of a single thing right now that is more laugh out loud funny and ridiculous than that notion. That is a thing that could not be further from the truth. There is 0% chance of that being a true story. Zero. Yes, dude, Joe Rogan and Disneyland have nothing in common, you guys. Just because Joe Rogan is moving to Texas, and Elon Musk, somebody said, doesn't mean Disney is. They're not the same. They're not the same. Yeah, you might as well say Disneyland's moving to Ireland. Disneyland is moving to uh, Texas. Jesus, it's so ridiculous. I mean, I have to. Deanna says I thought it was a joke. Uh, it is a joke, but I mean, whoever wrote it obviously doesn't. I mean, that's fiction, and they probably wrote it as a joke to troll people. But some folks bought it, I think. According to, I didn't look at the comments, but somebody said there's replies or comments. I think it's on a Facebook group or something. And people were buying it. Like, oh my God, are you serious? Kidding me? What? I can't even. Have you considered visiting Walt Disney World? Yes, every day. But I can't in this moment. We have been flirting, Liz and I. We've been flirting with the idea of going full-time with Fresh Baked and just quitting day jobs so that we're able to do that kind of thing. We've been flirting with it, talking about it, thinking about it. But we're not in a place yet, especially in these uncertain times. We're not in a place where we can do that financially. So I have to keep hanging on. But as long as I have this job, I think it's going to keep me from doing things like that because I have to. It's a everyday job for me. Yes, I think Universal does still have the rights to Simpsons in a theme park. I don't think Disney's interested in putting the Simpsons in a Disney park anyway. Metagamer says cost of insurance with kids is the barrier. That's one of the barriers. That's one of them. My monthly mortgage is another. I don't know where you live, but I would, I'll compare mortgage payments and rent payments with anybody. Okay. Is that right? Marty Snyder says they have it for another 20 years. Is that an actual number? If I, Malmsten, if I worked for Disney, I couldn't do this. It'd be a conflict. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Hold on, guys. Had to put the phone charger back in there. Brian, I got you beat by a fair amount. How is the ninja? He's doing well. He's back in school. He's almost an adult. He can almost vote and go to war. Almost. I hear the beep is my voicemail on my office line because this set that we're in right now is right next to my desk where I do all my work, my editing, and my day job. All right, so where were we? Are we still talking? Are we done with Mulan? Are we done with that? Are we talking about the no news? Nothing came from Gavin Newsom. Guys, give me some questions on Mulan or Gavin Newsom. Or no news today from the state of California. Oh, Disney Sibling Love. Yeah, that's the phone that I'm using today. For some reason, that was an old problem that we used to have. I couldn't use my iPhone today. I have to use my Android, and when the Android refocuses constantly. Bars in San Diego have now begun allowing limited capacity indoors. Man, San Diego's getting it done. Lucky guys. Disney was thinking about adding a fifth. No, no, no. That I don't think that was going to happen. It's certainly not going to happen now. There's no way they got any money for a fifth gate at Disney World. No way. Marvel area. Alyssa's asked, is the Marvel area still supposed to open in 2021 at DCA? Yeah, I think that they're expecting, the last estimate I heard was November. It wasn't when it would be done. Do you think they should open the restaurants that are on hotel property? No, I don't think they should open any restaurants indoors. That's the most likely way for it to spread is in enclosed areas, tightly packed enclosed areas. So no, I don't think so. Good friend says fifth gate. Can you explain? Fifth gate means a fifth park. A gate, people call a gate or a park a gate. So Disneyland is one gate, DCA is a second gate. They're talking about a fifth gate for Walt Disney World, a fifth park. And there's no way they're going to do that. Mark says it's a holiday weekend. Yeah, but today's not a holiday. I work in an industry that recognizes holidays, and I work today. Monday's a holiday, but more likely, you don't do news like this, although this is government and not news, but you generally you don't break news on Fridays. You break news on Mondays, unless it's bad news. So the fact that we didn't get any news today is a good sign in that sense. If we got any news today, it would have been more likely, now logically speaking, for it to be bad news, because you want it to die over the weekend. Disneyland will open December 8th, I heard. Okay. That's as good a date as any, I guess. Amy Tim, do you think they will ever change the name of DCA since it's not very California themed anymore? Well, they should. Just so people shut up about it, because that's one of the things that drives me nuts about the anger for how DCA is evolving, is that it's not California, but it hasn't been California for years, even before the remodel. Why does it? I think California as a theme for a park is kind of a dumb theme anyway. I don't know if I'm upsetting people, but I don't like, you're kind of forcing things. It feels forced to me, the California theme. I would rather they just make a fun theme park and just call it Fun Theme Park Land if you want. So I hope they do change the name of the park someday, so that we can stop worrying about why it's not California. Just like I kind of hope they change the name of Tomorrowland, because people get hung up on it being tomorrow or not. It hasn't been tomorrow for decades. Call it, Science Land. Amy, people already call it Pixar Land. There's another one. Excellent Tester says the same thing. It's Pixar Land. It is. It really is Pixar Land. Let's see. My Cycle says, well, Knott's is very California themed and it works great. Uh, yeah, because they stick to a single idea, a component, and that's the Old West, um, mostly. Knott's B, I don't even talk, let's don't even get me started on Knott's B. But Knott's A, Calico, it's just one theme, a single theme. So it's not themed after California, it's themed after the Old West. They're trying to make a park California, and it gets too punny, in my opinion. I wouldn't mind Discoveryland, not at all. I don't know. Okay, Harlan says, will Fresh Baked add itself to Live Me, Up Live, Micro Live, Discord, or Twitch? Well, do I need to have more than one? I don't know what those first three are. I know what Discord and Twitch are, but is there a benefit to having multiple streams? That seems like we're doing okay here, right? No? Let's see. Are we getting back on politics again? God. Richard Phillips. So what is Disney doing with all the downtown Disney properties they evicted? Nothing. They're doing nothing with it. Sorry. I had to get snarky on that one. What a disaster that was. What a disaster, that whole thing. Was that Francisco the cat you saw the other night? No, Francisco lives by Grizzly River Run. Somebody gave me the name of that cat, but I forgot it already. But yeah, it is one of the normal cats at Disneyland. No updates. We won't see. No, yeah, it should be if we're gonna see it before we hear any more news on the Donald Pumpkinhead. He's just gonna show up one day. They all will. Right about now is when they would be doing it, I think. As a matter of fact, let me check my little handy dandy notebook. And when did we visit Halloween last? Oh. Hang on. Trying that again. September 11th. Is that right? It was early September last year. September 7th was the first day of Halloween last year in the parks. All the decorations were up on September 7th. I don't know what today is. What have I done? There we go. Today's the 4th. So I would say there's a very good chance on Friday. Next Friday. Wait, this is this Friday? Really? Is that right? What's the... I don't have my other... Okay, hold on. I'm going to do more handy dandy notebook. So 2019... October 7th, no, September 7th was a Saturday. Is that right? So this, God, it could be tomorrow. No, that can't be right. So it's probably going to be, yeah, this coming Friday or this coming Saturday, a week from now. But these are just decorations that we would see on the front, you know, the entrance. We wouldn't see decorations in the park, I don't think. Yeah, why is Labor Day so late this year? Is that what's throwing me off? Because it doesn't seem right. Evan Brown, no, there's no news. No news at all. Nothing today. Other than a fake news about cast members being called back that turned out that it was from July. Yeah, I was looking. Okay, it might have been September 6th. Yeah, that makes sense that it would have been Friday. We went on Saturday. So it would, if that's the 6th, then I think it's more likely that it's going to be this coming Friday, a week from now, which is the 11th, is when we'll see decorations. If the Donald stuff is true. If the Donald stuff is true, then we should expect to see Mickey and Donald and Minnie and all them at the Disneyland entrance along with some pumpkins. That wasn't, okay, so Hairway to Heaven says there was also fake news about Disney moving to Texas. That wasn't really news. That didn't get around. That was just one single stupid Facebook blog that got a little bit of run, but it didn't get around. The cast members being called back was going around like it was real. It was going around. People were DMing me, and I bought in too. I thought it was real. Because but as soon as somebody had said that, because before I was almost going to go live with it, because I was hearing more people say it's happening, but then I got some notifications that it was from last year or from last July, and then the person who posted it on Instagram confirmed that it was from July. There is no park hopping, Mark. That's how it works. Sorry. There would be no park hopping. There is. I'm hearing odd details, by the way, that suggest that an opening in October is possible. I can't really go into it, but because I don't want to speak too soon. But I get contacted from time to time, and some things that I hear suggest that an October opening is possible. Yeah, it's Peter 2's birthday today. He posted a fun video of him doing his Tai Chi. I think it was Tai Chi, trying to stay in shape so that when Disneyland opens again, he can go. I wonder, are they going to make Peter 2 get reservations every day? Like, I worry about Peter. I worry that, he should be able to they should just let him in, right? Like, can you imagine, Peter, no, you can't come in. You didn't get a reservation, Peter. What? Oh my God, there should be a Peter 2 entrance for Disneyland. They really should. And I'm not even joking. That man should be able to go in anytime he wants. Marty, did you talk to somebody on the phone about that? About not refunding your Max Pass? That doesn't sound like something that Disney would do. Ann Wolf says, or asks, does anyone know of a website where it tells you how crowded downtown Disney is? Yeah, it's called, Is It Packed, I think, is a place I heard of. I think Touring Plans might do something like that also. Robert Smith says, Mulan was very good. I saw it today. I gave it 4 stars. Okay. Did they, was there a lot of that superhero stuff in there? Robert, was she flying? Did she fly? I did hear Company D is reopening. I did hear that. I'm trying to get in. Yeah, Marty, I think they're going to hook you up. I think they will. That's just not a thing. That doesn't sound like Disney at all. Yeah, Robert Smith confirms she flew. Yeah, she doesn't fly like a superhero flies. She has these wings, and she flew like a bird because she had wings that she like wore, I think, or something like that. But when they show her flying from behind, I mean, she looks just like a bird, not like a human wearing wings. When will there be news? I have no idea. We report news. We don't break it. I don't know the news. I don't create the news. I just report it. We got 15 minutes. They fly now? I get that. I understand that reference. I want to hear more about this, Disfamilia. In ancient China, some people supposedly did fly for a limited time. Now, when you say that, you mean falling, right? You mean falling. No, I do not think they can get away with that, Kevin. Kevin asks, do you think Disney could get away with opening treat trails and distancing meet and greets for the Halloween season? No, I don't think so. Yeah, falling with style. That's ludicrous. I do think that downtown Disney will get decorations, but they're usually, if I recall, downtown usually got its stuff like at least a week, maybe 2 weeks after Disneyland did. So we won't see that for a little bit. Hiding from someone asks, what do you think will not open when the parks open? Well, entertainment, fireworks, parades, uh, the Fantasyland Theater. Well, actually, that might open up because it's outdoors and you can spread people out. But other than that, I think they're going to try to open everything. Yeah. Scott Zucky says the Oogie Boogie Bash distance meet and greets seemed perfect for the pandemic. Yeah, they were. That's as good as it could get, but there was still a crowd. They would still draw a crowd, and people would stop. And that's where you get into trouble, is not being able to keep the people away from each other. Anytime you ask people to stop in a single spot and not queue, in a queue you can put down markings and tell people where to stand, but you can't do that really at a static meet and greet. It doesn't work very well. No, that's what. Yeah, okay. Let me add those two. The submarines won't open up. The submarines may never open up again. I'm gonna go. I think I made that prediction. I called that a few weeks ago. I predicted that the submarines, the Nemo subs, will never open again, even when the parks open. So I think we've seen the last of the Nemo subs, and I don't think the monorail is going to open either. It could, because it's open at Disney World, but it's the kind of attraction that makes it difficult to be safe in. So they may have some specific instructions for the state, or from the state, for Disneyland on the monorail. Kelly Middleton says Walt Disney World just has one group per car. Per monorail? Per monorail car? You mean like per cabin? I mean, that could work. That would work. But there's just that you can't. How does that? It's just so few people. Wow, that's so few people in a monorail to run that thing all that time for like 8 people. Okay, 10 minutes. My phone is ringing off the hook right now. Okay. Melissa says people should just make the decision for themselves. If you're too scared to go on the monorail or Nemo, don't go on it. Well, it's pretty clear that people need to be safe from themselves. We as humans are very capable of making very poor decisions, and I don't think Disney would want anything happening as a result of that. For the same way, that you're not allowed to, I don't know, bring in a weapon or, bring in glass or, there's all kinds of things that you're not allowed to do at Disneyland or you're not allowed to do in a lot of places. Not because, it's a question of freedom. It's just that to protect us from ourselves. I think that Lincoln, I don't know. It's already, nobody goes in there anyway, so I'm not sure. Yes, Dr. Evo's Downtown Disney sells off-brand churros. That's part of their agreement. People were asking about, sorry, whether or not they would put food at in the Esplanade. No, Disney won't do that because they probably either they have a formal non-compete with the churro carts and all the vendors in Downtown Disney, or they just don't want to out of respect for those vendors. Marty Snyder, there's a new, okay, he alludes to this himself. New documentary called Class Action Park on HBO is all about how we need protection from ourselves. Famous last words. Hey, watch this, okay? People do stuff that are stupid. They just do. I don't know why. It's just human nature, but we do things that are not in our own best interests. Sometimes at the cost of somebody else's health. So, hey, Tony, I didn't see you there. Tony says, nice retro Disneyland posters behind you. I love the Matterhorn mountain climbers. Yeah, I found those on the interwebs. They're just canvas. It's the Matterhorn climbers, which I love that shot. I always have. Ever since I did my Matterhorn video, I found that a while back. And then that one is the sky buckets from, I think that's from, I don't know where that's shot from, because that's shot right over Dumbo. The angle, the perspective is from over Dumbo. Lynette Crockett says, what kind of effect will the pandemic have on local mom and pop motels in your opinion? Well, I don't know what the final effect of it is, but currently it's having a devastating effect. Nobody has any reason to go in those hotels. So unless they're getting relief from their landlords, or they have some other, I don't know, protection. I'm not sure if they got any money from the government or something like that. Then yeah, they're screwed. They're super screwed. Yeah, Diane Houston says no drones to shoot that photo back in the day, which is exactly what I was saying. I'm not sure how you can get that shot considering the perspective that it's coming from. It looks to me like it's being shot, maybe from the Peter Pan ship, the what do you call it? What was the name of that restaurant? Chicken of the Sea restaurant. I don't know if it goes that high or not, or if they just got a big cherry picker and they got a camera up there for something. Oh, you know what? It is. You know, it's funny. Somebody said it's one of the other gondolas. I had my perspective. I thought we were looking at the gondolas, but they're actually, it's being shot like this. So yeah, it's probably just from another gondola. I thought it was like, you know, I have no juicy rumors. I'm sorry. None. Thank you, Tony. It's one of my favorites too. All right, we got 5 minutes. And then I gotta get back to work. I'm cutting a video, a couple videos for the Royal Dorks channel for this weekend. While we got a little bit of time, subscribe to Fresh Baked Presents. Turn on the notifications. We do live streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Usually at 4, but I've been getting a little, you know, I've been alternating timelines, and it may change. Subscribe on our main channel, Fresh Baked. Turn on notifications there. And then subscribe on the Royal Dorks, which is mine and Liz's personal channel. We do a lot of stuff at home. Been having a lot of fun. We put a lot of videos on that channel right now. That's where a lot of our work is going. And then you can follow Liz. She's we have a Royal Dorks Instagram feed now. So follow her at the Royal Dorks. And I guess, oh yeah, if you want to support the channel, we're on Patreon, patreon.com/freshbaked. So I will get that out of the way before we sign off. Diane Houston says, I'm loving the Royal Dorks channel. Thank you very much, Diane. Yeah, I may do this earlier because the 4 o'clock time was getting in the way of things, dinner. So I may do something earlier if it works with work. We'll see. Or I could just quit my job. I wish. You ever wish that? You ever wish you could just quit your job? Especially if you have 2 of them. Okay. Let me scroll up here. Yeah, I don't know why Knott's opened their hotel. I don't understand that. To do what? I don't know. I guess you can. I mean, you can go to their little downtown Disney area. You know, I gotta go back there. I've been meaning to do that. Anything fun planned for this weekend? Yeah, we got a lot of stuff planned. I don't know how fun it is. We're gonna be shooting video. We're going to Michael's. We're going to, I think Liz is going to downtown Disney. I can't remember. We got a bunch of plans for some vlogs that we're gonna shoot this weekend. Ugh, all right. Yeah, I'm yawning. That's not good. I still got to work. Josh Aguas. David, easy but expensive fix to DCA. Move Monsters, Inc. into Little Mermaid building, then make all of the backlot into Wakanda. I had heard a rumor that they were going to make part of Epcot Wakanda. If they wanted to do something with the backlot, like turn it into Wakanda, they wouldn't worry about moving Monsters, Inc. They would just destroy it. They're not trying to save Monsters, Inc. They don't need to save Monsters, Inc. It's not that big of a deal. Maria Orloff, how long did it take you to edit videos when you guys would go to Disneyland on Sundays? 12 hours probably for, yeah, I'd say maybe, yeah, about 12 hours to do the whole day. Maybe less, maybe 10. All right, it's 3:30. I gotta go. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back here Monday afternoon. Hopefully with, well, no, it's Labor Day. hopefully I'll still be here for Labor Day. But there may be a reason that I'm not. I don't know. But otherwise, then, yeah, we'll probably be here Monday. And stay tuned for a few more videos. Hopefully we'll have news on when the park's open by then. If not, go check out the Royal Dorks. And I got some plans for some videos on Fresh Baked as well. So stay tuned there as always. Thank you guys for watching, for being here for an hour with me. And we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked.